Hello and welcome, Rocket League fans. We are here. We are live with some EGFC Rocket League coming at you. It's the championships. We're in round robin play, and I'm FBI Tugbot. I'm here with Chef Billy. Billy, how are we feeling on the day?
Oh my word, we have finally gotten to this point. All the conference championships are done, right? It's all done. Everything's done but the crying and getting it done here for a chance to possibly play on stage here at the end of the weekend. But you got to get through the round robins first. We're going to start out here in group number two. We've got three members of the Big East here in group number two, with the outlier being William and Mary coming from the Eastern Conference. Seton Hall, Butler, and the University of Connecticut, otherwise known as UConn, are your 1, 2, and 3 seeds coming in from the Big East tournament. And, well, we're going to start the day off with number 1 versus number 2. The grudge match is back on. Stokely versus Tone. Oh, boy. They have talked smack between each other. They have been looking for each other the entire season. I have interviewed both teams. They have both had each other in the crosshairs all season long. And your Butler, I call them the Blue Dollar Bulldogs, because they get in there and they grind like you would never believe. We're going to see that coming up today. Is Seton Hall going to be able to stop the Kai, also known as Akashi Show? Will that be a factor in this game? I'm not sure, but Stokely is graduating this year, I believe, is the last time that I talked to them. This is their final season. They want that national championship. Seton Hall definitely looking to play upsetter to the back of my blue-collar Bulldogs. They're hungry, man. They got that dog in them. They're ready to go.
They got that dog in them. They didn't make this number 2 seed by any mistake here, Chef Billy. That is Craig Morales and Kai, or the Akashi Show, as you said, on the day here for Butler. Number 2 seed, like you said, league championships are done. We'll be looking at round robin play all day as well. In fact, we got a lot of Rocket League here for you. We'll be hopping on. This is Group 2 right now. We'll be hopping on into Group 1 for a lot of UTA action after this, Chef Billy. I'll be UTA Xavier up in about, an hour or so. UTA against the University of Tennessee at Knoxville. After that, you guys have a goated pair that's Tiny Shiny, and that is Hail Monkey Man, unless I'm wrong, Chef Billy.
Nope.
Taking you guys through the 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 9:30 Eastern Standard times later.
We'll do the first 3 here, you and I, and then we'll pass the baton off to them, and we will see. I think the first game is good. I think our second game coming up with UTA versus University of Tennessee Knoxville, the Hilltoppers, Rocky Top for all of you people that are in the South. Mikey versus Samba and Adverse is actually going to be something very, very exciting to watch for me personally, because I haven't seen the interaction before, and I know that Mikey has a lot of bravado and a lot of skills to back up that bravado. But UTA are national champions. They are CRL qualifiers for a reason. So this game is going to be great for the grudge match. The next one is going to be even better for what it means for the national stage.
Yeah, we have so much Rocket League here for you. Fortunately, we can kind of pick and choose between some of the best matches available here for you guys. The most drama and the most kind of like culmination of a narrative, Billy. Across an entire season now, you and I have gotten to go through with the rest of the EGFC casters and kind of bring this story to y'all. We're so very, very glad that we're able to do that. And part of the reason why we were able to do that is, of course, our production staff that is pause on the day, here producing away, making our jobs as casters just so much easier. Now, there's a couple other streams going on as well. Big shout out to all the producers over there, as well as all the TOs that help to make this possible. There's a lot that goes into things like this, Billy. God knows we are only the face and voice of these competitions. There's a lot of stuff that goes into there afterwards. We're very much appreciative of that.
I mean, we had our planning meeting last night, kind of get all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, and there's a lot of moving parts that you don't see behind the scenes here. So big shout out not only to Tyler, the mega mind of it all, but also to Brandon Juke. And all the other TOs, especially Brandon, though, has been with EGF for a long time, and believe he may be moving on after this season to pursue other endeavors. So if I don't get a chance to say before then, thank you, we love you, Juke, and congratulations on whatever comes up next for you. But what is going to happen right now is Seton Hall versus Butler. The Bulldogs want to come out big, and they want to come out fast, and they have an opportunity right away.
Yeah, that was almost it, and early. Froze comes up to this one as Stokely now foists this down left side. Back to middle pitch right here. Tone has to really cut back to get to this one. Morales does get credited with the shot. Tone with the save. 20 seconds in, Froze actually going to get one against Craig. Nice pass down bottom. Froze going to strike first for Seton Hall.
That is a classic triple commit that is easily punished. And Froze just had the flip reset and got ahead of Kai there. No rotation coming back. Craig was just out of position. And, you know, here when it counts the most, when it matters the most, you're going to see the Chef Billy that calls you on your BS. If you are outplayed, if you are out of position, I am going to call you on it, even though I love you all to death. This is for the big stage now, and you guys got to be on your best mettle. What a redirect there from Morales. Watch the aerial show between Akashi and Morales all day long.
Yeah, seriously, there's plenty on the docket here for you guys already. That is on display here early. We're going to be looking at another demo in Akashi. The Akashi show is in episode 1. 49 seconds into this game 1, and Butler, the Bulldogs, the blue dollar, excuse me, Bulldogs. $2 Bulldogs gonna be tying it on up.
Blue collar, like yeehaw, yee yee.
Oh,
you know, from the south. Blue collar. No, because that's a perfect example of their goal. They grinded the goal out. They got the contact. They are not afraid to mix it up in the offensive third or the defensive third. Well, you know what? They're getting super aggressive here. I think they need to maybe take a little bit of a step back off the gas pedal here. Maybe slow down just a tad, because they almost look like they're frantic in their play at the moment.
Yeah, and guys, it's not frequent that Chef Billy is going to tell you guys to slow down on the pitch, but I can 100% agree on the day. This has been a little hot and heavy, a little bit chaotic here early. Now, of course, these are it's not a one and done by any means, and this is round robin group play, so plenty of opportunity. But number 1 seed, number 2 seed, you don't get closer than this, folks.
Nope. And well, we're seeing this tempo kind of slow down a little bit. The physicality, though, I am absolutely in favor of. That is 2 demos on the game so far for Morales. And you know what? We talked to them back in week number 7, and he said that he was definitely looking to become a little bit more physical with their gameplay. We saw it up against a game against UConn, and UConn felt the brunt of this new Morales that likes to get in there and dish it out.
Morales ending out the regular season there, taking a look at the stats towards the middle of this. 46 goals and 33 assists, but the most saves hands down for his squad, and tied for the most between Seton Hall and Butler. No, 68, excuse me, Stokely right there. So Morales getting it done on the offense, Morales getting it done on the defense. The numbers only go up once you reach the postseason as well.
Goal for Musty right there. Does not fight, but has a shot on goal that forces a save from Froze. And you know what? They listened to me. They listened to that little bit of tempo change, just a little bit. Now they're going to have a point-blank shot. What a touch there. That saves a goal.
Yeah, it was right, close one right there. Everything that you can do, unfortunately, ends out to much right there. Morales down bottom. Nice pass. Akashi hits this one left side. Froze gets this one hit. Now centered. Stokely gets the double tap right there, but now it's down bottom. Unfortunately, no Seton Hall member down there to try and pick up possession.
I mean, Jordan, after the opening frantic fray that happened, the salvos have been a lot more clinical. The setups have been a lot more clean. They're looking for the 1-2 in front. Tone cuts it out. That saves a goal. 1:45 on the clock. We haven't had a goal in 2 minutes.
Yeah, not only does Tone get that save, but a huge clear the other way until Morales has something to say about the defensive stance. Now Morales up to it. Plenty of boost. Tries for it and hits it. My goodness, that is going to be a Bulldog bite indeed.
Look at this. I mean, like I said, there's fighting the dog. Just look at the carry and just absolutely annihilates any kind of a touch there, just with a little flick of the fender there. Gets it up and over.
Flick of the fender. I like that. Yeah. I like that. No flick of the wrist here.
The flick of the wrist is a little flick. And then, well, the physicality definitely coming through once again. I mean, when you were going to look at, I didn't even have a time to set up any kind of like analytical or strategic things, because they have just been throwing haymakers at each other from the go. 75 seconds left, Jordan. Seton Hall need a goal, and they need it right now.
Yeah, they have about as much time to do stats and whatnot as actual boxers do here, Chef Billy. That is not much. Out the bottom, now Morales, nice hit. Attempted pass, tried to pick that one up, was Krigg. Krigg, not a player we've talked too much on. In fact, a player that has come through and mostly taken that starting roster position here for the side of Butler. Earlier on in the season, that was Munch, if my memory serves.
Yep, it was Munch, and I'm interested to see what they talked about. Being able to be a little bit more fluid with their lineup, accommodating college coursework as well. as IRL stuff. So, I mean, Munch, is a great player in their own right and missed them very much. But Craig has actually really stepped in here and made the best of their opportunity. There's a shot, a goal. The woodwork saves it there. Morales almost had the dagger.
Top bar right there. That'd have been enough to get the insurance goal here and late, as it is 15 seconds away from the sudden death situation. Morales, perfect handling. No, froze. An ice wall right there blocks it out, and Tone gets the clear.
5 seconds left here, Jordan, and I mean, it's going to come down to a last-second bit of heroics. Froze is up. Morales is up. They're looking for the ground.
Froze voiced this one way too far, unfortunately, and Seton Hall drops in game number 1. The 1 seed drops by 1 goal in game numero uno.
Well, high-flying action coming out from Butler. Like I said, it was frantic. It was almost out of control. It was 13 shots to 3. And, I mean, you don't see that from Seton Hall. And that's how much of the midfield that you saw being controlled by the Butler Bulldogs here. Seton Hall Pirates, they have a chance here to turn it around, though. I really want to see what they have coming through in response to, kind of the craziness of the first match. Because it was almost out of control at points. It was not reminiscent of, the barn burners that we have seen between these two teams. Mm-hmm. The physicality was never an issue between these two squads. The issue is that Seton Hall always seemed to be able to control the tempo. Well, that seems to be out the window, and maybe, going high flying, high octane is the way that Butler is going to take down the team that took them out in the Big East Championships.
Yeah, well, we'll see if this kind of trend, this theme continues, Billy. 3 scores in a game, not an incredibly high-scoring game, but enough for Butler to make a statement here and early.
Morales right there. I mean, that's a good example of the change in their play. Instead of going straight in for a 45-degree angle hit, made sure they had positioning, got the dominance around the player there, and was able to push them out of control, take the mega boost in the same time, and push forward with their team. So I mean, really smart play coming out from Morales here in the latter parts of the season. Their change of pace has really been refreshing to see.
Almost right there, delivering the package for Akashi. Take a picture of it on somebody's doorstep and send it along to them so they know that it got there. That's almost everything. 45 seconds left. Or 45 seconds in, excuse me. Craig hops up to this one. Butler still on the offense. That's Seton Hall. Yeah, that's Froze barely able to get back there in time. Picked up big boost on the way. Well, not barely. Could have spent a lot of boost on the way. Nice pinch across the ceiling, and Butler immediately transitions this one back on into offense. A nice bouncing play. Akashi gets this one from downtown.
Oh, that's just dirty. That's just unfortunate. I mean, it's a triple commit, so I mean they did their due diligence there and punished it, but I mean, 32 miles an hour from almost 3/4 pitch is beautiful. And that's a 1-0 lead here to Butler in the early goings. They get the lead this time in game number 2. They did come back from a 1-0 deficit in game number 1. Tied it up at about 3:45 on the clock. Then they got their go-ahead goal. Oh, no. Yep, there we go. Morales gets back in time.
Yeah, so a great job taking the first score right here and making it not the situation game 1 where they scored first and just played from behind the whole time. Back to it. Butler looking great in this game number 2 thus far. On the top rope, Stokely tries something, kind of loses possession right there, but Tone kind of breaks this up and makes this more of a neutral ball across the middle. Nice shot! And that's going to actually be a couple Butler players kissing bumpers right here and getting caught up between the two.
Well, it was the initial whip there coming out of Morales there, or that from Akashi, that sets up the whole situation. Just too much mustard on the carom out of the corner. They couldn't get their chassis up to it. Well, Craig's going to go back the other way. Shot right away. That's almost a great answer. Now, are we going to see the same thing that happened in last game where, we saw an early goal come through, then we saw the equalizer, and then we saw everything else? Well, God bless it. Stokely, damn good on the ball as always. Right place, right time, and even gets a push forward for the counterattack.
Yeah, you tell me the last time you've seen a trio of Butler players hit this ball and it all stay across the ground as well. The ball did not leave the ground yet, like it was stuck there. It's a fantastic shaking up of offense, right? Butler's really given us a whole lot of looks thus far. Game 1, Butler not really looking as much as like the frantic. Game 2, what a block there for Morales. Nicely done as Butler holds strong now at halftime.
Yep, and I mean, Morales, they are the save leader on their team for good reason. Positioning and anticipation. Two hallmarks of a great goaltender. I should know that. That's what I played in real soccer. And their positioning has been absolutely spot on. Has only let in one goal here in game number 2, one goal in the first one. And now, big demo moving forward. That's going to give you the reset spawn, though, and a 33 boost. So there's going to be room to defend here on the other side. But Seton Hall, they're able to push it through. They're able to find some space. They're able to slow down this tempo once again. They're trying to change this tempo up so very desperately.
Tone had the boost to get there, but just simply had a player above him. That aerial superiority reigns supreme in Rocket League as well. Stokely, the double tap! The triple tap, excuse me, spells a Seton Hall goal. And Seton Hall is on the cusp, doing to Butler what they just had done to them.
It's the triple tap special from Stokely, and what a set from Froze. I mean, this player, Stokely, knows how to accept those weird balls that you just think have no opportunity of going in, and just bends the chassis the right way. It's almost like Wanted when they bend the bullets. Yeah, we bent the Rocket League ball here for Seton Hall, and Stokely is the master of doing that.
Yeah, next time Stokely takes a triple dip like that, they're going to have to pay for extra toppings. Nice hit. Sent over to the right side, 90 seconds. A trio of Seton Hall shots. A lot of pressure right here. Billy, great job from Butler making this one not a 3-1.
I mean, I'm just sitting on the edge of my seat right now. I'm kind of rocking my seat because, the haymakers are still flowing through here, Jordan. There is a grudge between these two teams. Let's not put that out there. I mean, I think that's starting to fuel some of these 50s, some of these aerial excursions. That's a weird ball going up. Should be a goal. What a touch, though. What a touch from Tone.
A great job reading this one, though. Akashi realized the offense was donezo, and that was another open net type situation if nobody beat Fate quickly and burned boost to get there. Now, another solid hit. That's a solid pass. Reading that one perfectly is Froze. Yes, sir.
Froze, hello. Nice anticipation. Nice pre-jump there to stop the shot coming in. And now, I mean, we're almost at 30 seconds left. We got a 1-goal lead here for your Pirates of Seton Hall. And Craig needs to insert themselves in the conversation because there's been a lot of Akashi and a lot of Morales, but I haven't really talked about Craig very much.
Yeah, again, Craig coming in here has been playing the perfect support role thus far. Not necessarily the offensive juggernaut, not necessarily that brick wall defense, but kind of that middling position that every Rocket League team needs. 10 seconds away from Butler, or facing a tied-up situation after taking an early lead. Left side, Stokely hoists it. Now that's going to be the last bounce that this ball will touch before we hit triple zeros. That's on point. Tone hits it back on over, picking it up, keeping it off. No! Now we're going to see a complete mirror matchup. Game 1 goes the way of Butler after they have scored on 2-1 first. Game 2 goes the other way to Seton Hall, and it's going to be Seton Hall now putting up 10 shots to Butler's 5.
Yep.
What is going on?
I mean, it's more aggression. It's more physicality going into the challenges. It's also better midfield control and getting up early enough for these aerial 50s. I think Seton Hall really did turn that around there. So that's been it. I think they matched the aggression coming in and have turned it into their own form of aggression. So Jordan, I mean, for game number 3, everything's up in the air. It's now a complicated 1-2. Who's going to take the win? Who's going to get the first win here in the round-robin stage?
I'm not surprised that this isn't a sweep either way as well. I'm also not surprised that these are one-score games coming on through here. You mentioned it during the regular game broadcast there. These are two teams with a little bit of bad blood. Now, perfect, consummate professionals here. Don't say anything like that, folks. But, they're division rivals. They're now league rivals here for a reason. Seton Hall is going to be looking to really make a statement here against the Butler Bulldogs, like you were saying here. Morales and Kai, the two kind of like main members. If we're looking for differences between these teams, it's really that Seton Hall has been playing Stokely Froze Tone for quite a while in the season.
I mean, this is not just this season. It goes back multiple seasons. So, I mean, the synergy is there. They can anticipate each other's moves and play styles very well. I mean, they should know. They should know this Butler team by now. They should understand the strengths and weaknesses of how to get around them. That's a shot on goal. What a save once again from Morales. Gets themselves back. Pressure being relieved ever so slightly. Tone's going to actually put a little dinker back into the corner there. That's going to be easily scored out. And, well, Akashi even gets a credit for a shot.
And not sure how that didn't result in some kind of shot, some kind of play, but back and forth we go on the offense and the defense. Stokely now to the right side, now middle. Fantastic second hit, but Butler playing great defense. Morales sitting back and not biting up on this until they know for sure that they have possession. Pass down right side. Tone beats feet to the right side as his teammate drops, but Stokely's back. Stokely's making plays on this ball.
That was an interesting little pop-up there coming from Craig, inserting themselves into the conversation. That's what we need from your support player. There's a shot, there's a goal. That is a great evidence right there, Jordan, of getting that third man up into the rotations. Even if they don't score the goal, even if they don't, make a pass that sets the goal up and gets the assist, it's the traffic, it's the pressure that you're putting Seton Hall under. That's what Seton Hall does so well, is that all three members of their team can interchange and become the third man. They can become the middleman. They can become the striker, and they do it seamlessly. And that's something that Butler, with Craig right now, if Craig continues on this trajectory and starts getting forward a lot more, this is going to be even more of a barn banger than it already is.
Yeah, I can 100% agree. Craig just simply had a hand in setting that one up earlier. Morales, though, it was going to be the scorer. Wow. Hey guys, remember when we were saying that it was bad blood? That was like 3 demos in the space of 5 seconds or so. I think that kind of spelling it out, physicality in this game so far.
And at the end of the day, I hope they all have the opportunity, if they're old enough to have a drink together and talk about how good the Rocket League is, because this is actually premium Rocket League on your screen right now, folks. And I mean, they're going back and forth. I mean, it's like a ping pong game where you're seeing the ball for 10, 15 seconds at a time not touch the ground. And that's a great shot. That's a great save. Akashi once again in the right place, right time, and looking for the double tap on the other end.
Yeah, here's another stat for you guys. If we go to a full 5 games, we are now halfway through this series where no team has taken more than a 2-score lead. Only been 1-score lead so far, folks. Brig now running down the other way, setting this one up really well. A fake, maybe? No, but Tone's going to read it out perfectly. Rally is now back. This one up. Kashi, now a little bouncing play from the right side. Try and maintain possession, but a Butler player can't quite get there. Froze on Morales. Morales be spawning back on their defensive side, looking to get back in the offense as quickly as they can.
Yep, I mean, the floodgates have opened here, Jordan. They are looking for contact. They're looking for physicality. My heart beats very proudly for both these teams because they're doing it smartly. They're not just going in for the contact. There are a few plays on the back of it, and that's exactly what you want to see.
Yes, it is. Morales, that's just a little bit too high. Craig's got to get down to it. Oh, does get a hit on it.
Oh my goodness!
How did that even get out? That was so far in that corner that might as well be dirt on top of it.
How? Okay, how?
Not sure.
That was 3/4 of the way in. That was the dagger that Butler needed. The Bulldogs are feeling robbed right now. They're kicked off like a junkyard dog. They're going forward. They're going to keep moving forward. But, I mean, that has to be some kind of a lifeline here for Seton Hall. They've got to use that save to propel themselves to get an equalizer.
Somehow in the corner right there. Got to go 100% though, people. Got to be eclipsed completely. Froze down bottom. Oh, doesn't quite get the angle. Stokely still picking this one up. A Tone, excuse me. And again, that's going to be Froze. What, the 4th shot on this? Froze was first. Stokely puts it up. Tone puts it now centered until Akashi blocks it, and Froze gets back on top of it. Repeated offensive shots. That is going to be the way that this game is won. Also, got to say, if our theme continues, if the narrative doth continue, this is going to be Seton Hall striking in to win Game 3 at a 2-1 scoreline.
Right.
After getting scored on first.
The front runner hasn't done very well so far, have they, Jordan?
That's true, dude. That's true.
Oh, man. You almost want to concede the first goal just to give yourself the odds advantage. May the odds ever be in your favor. Moving forward, right. I mean, 30 seconds left. No signs of this tempo changing. The physicality has been up. The accuracy has been up. The saves and the pressure has been up. It's all coming to a boiling point. Somebody's going on to match point after this.
Boiling point puts some broil in your joints. We're going to be looking this one down. That's all the way the other side. 11 seconds to go. Bouncing play. Nice stop there towards the middle of this pitch. Akashi again. Stokely It's a nice save right there. 1 second to go. We might be going to overtime here, Billy.
I wouldn't necessarily count that out. 0-second drill going through from these two teams. They're not willing to let the ball go. Yeah, now they are.
Okay.
They had a look there, and if Stokely connects that pass to Froze, we're looking at a shot on goal. But nice backboard pressure there came through from Butler. Now, big booming pinch. Banks Seton have to waste some resources and get up to that ball, and the demos are starting to fly through hard and heavy now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. These matter so much more in overtime here, Chef Billy. Yeah, same respawn timers, but the pressure is definitely extended. One score. This will be another 2-1 game. Which way it goes, I do not knows.
I mean, knows, I don't knows either. They're looking for the ground pass play again. They leave their goal open. The triple commit gets punished. Stokely and Seton Hall go on to match point here in game number 1 of our round robin group 2.
It happens again, folks. It happens again. Butler scores first. Seton Hall ties it up towards the middle meat of this map. This one actually goes to overtime. No 17-second goal on this. And I have to agree, they're lighting up chat. This is some of the best that I've seen Butler play so far. Once again, number 2 seed Butler, number 1 seed Seton Hall doesn't happen by mistake. Seton Hall just having that like bare edge, Billy, that bare edge of how they were just a little bit better during that regular season here. Butler brings this one even closer, but again, the other situation. So basically what that means, once we come into our game 4, if Seton Hall gets scored on first, then hey, we might as well push on to a game 5 because it's going to be Butler winning. If Butler gets scored on, if Butler goes forth and scores first, if it goes up 1-0, it's like, oh well, that's the series. You guys got to put up a good chance.
Can we get hashtag Where's Munch going in the chat, please? Because where's Munch? Butler, Munch needs you right now. Craig did get a save in that game, but I mean, just the gamer score, not enough is being done by Craig. They needed full 3 to take down this Seton Hall Pirates squad, and I mean, as it stands right now, match point here for the Pirates. The Bulldogs need to get themselves back in this series, and that has to be done by scoring and scoring often. I mean, they have scored 4 goals on the day now, and they've only got 1 game to their record. So, yeah, I mean, just concede. Just go ahead and concede the goal and let's get it to game 5.
There you go. We want the excitement. And yes, no Craig slander by any means, folks. We're just looking for all 4 members. Oh no. Might seem good, people. It might seem good. Butler striking first, but seriously, this cannot be understated. Seton Hall, game number 1, they strike first. They get scored on twice. Second half of that map, Butler takes it. Seton Hall scores second. Butler strikes first in game number 2. Seton Hall comes back, does it in 2. Regular time then, though, game 3 goes to overtime, and Seton Hall gets it done right there. The Pirates manage to walk the plank in that overtime situation and come out on top. Now Butler striking first here. It has taught us that means nothing within the season. Folks, I see you guys in there in chat. Light it up. This is possibly our last game here for an electrifying Big East rematch.
I mean, and this is just the first game of the round robin. So every team will play 3 games, and the top 2 will go forward to the actual championships themselves in person if they are able to be there. So we will see how this is going to go. Pressure on the goal right now. Akashi has to come up with a big boom clearance. There is the aerial superiority once again being dominated defensively, at least for Stokely. Both these teams, though, Jordan, when they get offensively minded, it's going really 50-50 either way. The shot is set. Stokely once again. That is 2 absolute gems here in this series.
Yeah, Froze almost owned gold that as well, and that would be the most brutal way to get a second goal here for Butler in this game number 4. Now, that would be going the way of Butler, and that would be bringing us closer to a game 5 situation.
Oh, no.
As we left game 5 on Fridays. Nicely done. Froze and Seton Hall. They get a little bit closer to that same 2-1 situation, Billy. It's the narrative. Yeah, you got the email that Tyler sent us, right? He said 2-1 all the way down to game 4, and then Seton Hall in game 4. You see it on the paper, right?
My heart right now. What a carry. Let's talk about the Froze carry there, and just did him dirty. I mean, just absolute filth on that goal, and I love it in the best way. And they're going to go for another one. The double tap, the soft touch, the waterfall does not drop, is not able to be capitalized upon. This is going to be something that we need to see. If Butler now, let's talk about different narrative here. If Butler can actually come back and score one, that will turn the even bigger tide. Because once the opening goal has been scored, the next 2 goals have all been scored by the eventual game winner. So, can they break that pattern as well?
Wow, morale is over. Oh, that's just a little bit too high. That is so brutal for Butler. Oh, they took the early lead. They're trying to fight this one back, take this game 4, push this to a game 5 series. Seton again denies the shot. Last player up, though. Epic on top of that one, a Halo on top. The angel of the defense here froze for Seton Hall.
Oh, I mean, you've got Akashi back there in defense. They're going to look to move forward here along the side wall. Sub 2 minutes, looking for a go-ahead goal for either of these teams. There it is, coming from Stokely.
Oh my
there,
God,
Froze
dude.
puts the dagger. They're trying to ice it here, and Froze is feeling frosty.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm kidding about the narrative here, people, about the script that they've sent us here. This is not actually, like, quote, supposed to happen, but it just doesn't make any sense for 4 times now. 4 times. And an overtime situation. Oh, man. We're going to talk about ice picks to the heart. Couple stats here for you, folks. This is the first time that we've seen 4 scores in the game. This is even with an overtime game. This is the first time that we've seen a 2-score lead. This is the first time we have seen Seton Hall go ahead by more than 1 in a match. You can put Butler out of this one. Now, again, round robin situation, but this is such a close matchup. What a way to start it. Oh, man, Seton Hall almost finds another one here from Stokely. A little bit of a better angle. That'd be singing true for 4-1.
The interview will be epic. That's all I need to say. The interview will be epic. Whoever it is, and right now it's looking like it's going to be a Seton Hall interview with less than 90 seconds on the clock. 2-goal difference here. And Butler, they're starting to run out of ideas. They need to have some of these shots that they have set up so meticulously get in the back of the net, and getting demoed out, that is not going to help.
It isn't. Froze. Seton Hall, they know they're 65 seconds away from putting an incredibly close series away. Morales off the bottom. No, Stokely reads this one. Doesn't like the look. Immediately tears out that chapter. Going on over to the Butler University offense yet again. Tone sitting here. Now, this is Butler University. They can afford to keep like a single player kind of back, but soon enough, they just need to pour it all into offense. They lose this by 2, they lose it by 10, they lose it by 1. It's all the same, Billy.
Yep, I mean, you've got to throw all the spaghetti at the wall and hope it sticks. And right now, nothing is sticking for them. The defensive positioning and posturing coming from Seton Hall has been too damn good here in game number 3. And I mean, that's weathering the shots that have come through. Morales looking for the musty. They get it forward. That's about it.
That literally is. Tone with a solid hit. Froze actually hits Craig on the way. Craig would have gotten a really good shot at that one. And a perfect read. And again, guys, it doesn't have to be full-on demos. It doesn't have to be full rocking shots. Is that another one? Brutal. Oh, the last second, Seton Hall gives a goodbye death kiss. The Black Widow movement here for Seton Hall. A cap on top of this game. I guess there's a chance for it to go 5-1. There's a chance for it to go 4-2, but Seton Hall has won it.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be done dusted here. What a hell of a series, though, Jordan. I mean, we got...
Good God.
I mean, we got the banger. I said it was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to actually be this good. It was that good. This is what our league championships are all about. This is our round robin. This is a 3-1 victory to Seton Hall over the blue-collar Butler Bulldogs. And now they got to, get to work. They need to get 2 wins on the back of this loss. And, they're going to be facing William and Mary. They're going to be facing UConn coming up next. Both these squads will. But Butler needs to get 2 wins here in a hurry to give them any kind of a chance moving forward. Because now in the head-to-head, which will be one of our tiebreakers, they're already down to these Seton Hall Pirates. So, man... That was a brutal series to watch. My heart is still kind of pounding. It might also be the gallon of iced tea that I just drank. I'm not sure. But what I do know is that we're going to have a chance to talk with one of the players when we come back.
Oh, yes.
Don't go away. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Gotta get up, stop wasting time.